So now we have set the work and we have set an assignment in our Google Classroom. Most teachers will wonder, what do the students see? So we can now see we've set family Spanish classwork, which has got 0 people turned in and 1 assignment. This means that 1 person in this particular classroom has been assigned this particular piece of classwork, but 0 people have turned this in. So what does this mean? To give us a better idea, let's look at a student point of view. So this is our test user. He will go into the lesson. He will open up the assignment, Family Spanish Classwork. And then on the right-hand side, you'll have the options to be able to open the sheets that you have specified with the instructions on the left for them to be able to look at and carry out the assignment. So we will click on Andy Smith Family Writing Task. Now, as you can see, this is the worksheet. They can edit this worksheet, they can add pictures, they can add text, they can answer the questions. So in this particular example, as I don't speak Spanish, I'm just going to put the cat sat on the mat. This could be the answer. It obviously is not. But once they have put their answer in, this has now permanently altered this document from the student's point of view. And when they finish the assignment, they will have a button at the top called Turn It In. They'll click on this, and this officially hands the assignment in. Until you give permissions to the student back to be able to hand this in again if they get the work incorrect, this will now be permanently handed in so that you can now see what the student has done if they had finished the work. So they'll now click Hand In. So now, on your side, you can now go onto the student's work. So let's go back to your classroom, and you'll now see this is going to go from 1 assignment that hasn't been handed in to an assignment that has been handed in. Now, when you click on Turned In, you'll be able to click on the attachments for Andy Smith, and you'll now see that Andy Smith has been on this document, because further down the page, you will now see that they have added the answers to the question that you have required. You could simply give this a grade of 100, or you might want to give them particularly comment back saying, well done, perfect answers. In addition to this, there is also a comment bank that you might want to use. As you can see here, you can add your bank of responses to make responding to certain answers quicker. When you've finished, you can basically say, return to the user or return this submission. They may want to return it multiple times, but you can simply say, return this submission. This student will be now notified that they have had a grade that has been left for them, return. One thing to be aware of is if, for example, they want to edit this document afterwards, you can now go to the document, and literally, if you were to give this to the class, you could ask the class to do the work now, and as the person is typing, test type, this is live, which means I can physically just see that they have typed, and I could interject here and say nearly right, and it would instantly come up on their page. As you can see as well, it will also add this as a comment as it is seen that you have left this. So then if the student had to correct this, they would tick the box to accept the changes, and then they could essentially change it so that it wasn't near right and it was now nearly right. So now you can see how you can interact directly between a live document, which means you get a better understanding of how the students are working, and you can leave comments. Another way to leave a comment would be to select the bit of work that the student have been doing, and you'll notice a little box come up with add comments. Now just put whatever comment you would like to leave. It could be you have added a random capital letter, hit comment, and now the student will see that you have left this, and they can correct their mistake and then hit resolve. This could be an easy way of doing longer pieces of coursework, but more importantly, gives you a greater way of giving them feedback. Now, when you finish this, you'll be able to go back to your classroom and you'll see now that you have graded that work. So it has gone from assigned to turned in to graded. Please give this a go and you'll see how easy this can be once you've done this a few times.